Welcome to Awakening You channel. If you appreciate what we do, please support us. Thank you. Channel, Victoria Cochrane. There is a matrix around the Earth, below the ascended crystalline grid, that is now imploding upon itself. As the domination of men is continuously challenged and under scrutiny, humankind grows ever weary of the violence, war, corruption, and crimes against humanity that are forcing many humans to exit the planet. There is no end to the misery for many, while the world waits for news of the next war, the next catastrophe and the next pandemic. Think, for a moment, of the fleeting nature of life and consider, if you will, about the permanent nature of death. Or is it? Death is a transition from the physical form to the etheric, and the freedom that having no human body brings is unimaginable. Loved ones left behind grieve, but the soul flying free rejoices that their time on earth is over so the real work can begin. Even so, what is occurring on earth is both caused by and causing major energetic shifts in the consciousness of man, and the consequences upon the dark souls who control the matrix of power around the world is clearly evident. While the turmoil grows more intense and disturbing for those watching it unfold on their television screens, the reality for those caught up in any of the multiple conflict, health crisis, and disasters is like a never-ending nightmare they cannot wake from. Dear hearts, the state of the earth is one of constant flux due to the escalating attempts of the dark to overtake the light. If humans allow themselves to submit to the fear and acts of oppression, they will lose sight of the light that is ever present and there is a way forward. Light always overcomes dark, and as the matrix pulls tighter, attempting to gain or regain control, the space left for the light grows ever wider. What can you do? Pray, meditate and love yourself, your loved ones, friends, and those that you cannot abide. Send love to your friends but more so to your enemies, for they need it the most as they embark on the journey of repaying the karma they have created and of learning the lessons they have ignored. The more love in the world, the more light, which then shows the way to those who have previously been lost. See the good in the world and focus on building upon it. It does not mean that you ignore what is happening, but how can you assist through service rather than emotion that only leads you down the spiraling path of despair and loss of hope? Where there is life there is love, hope and the human spirit, which is actually born from the light of source and therefore never lost and never alone. The flower of life, FOL, is a symbol steeped in mythology but relevant to the modern and current world. Its symmetry is sacred and healing in nature and can be used by the healer and light worker in conjunction with the codes and rays of creation to extinguish darkness and activate the light. The flower of life in its simplicity, that is, one flower on its own, is enough to activate powerful light codes that connect each person to their Christ self through repeated symbols of infinity. The three intersecting infinity symbols within each flower represent the sacred triad, or each person's etheric replica, and is therefore a crucial tool in helping each person to cleanse and reharmonize soul fragments to bring the person back into alignment with their I Am presence. If one considers that the rays held within the sacred triad are those of diamond, silver, and gold, the power of the symbol will become clear. Each flower is situated in a circle, which represents infinity as well as the never-ending circle of life that is cyclic and symbiotic in nature. If one examines the diagram closely, the entire picture represents the omniverse. The 12 circles represent the 12 universes within. They are all interlocking, which represents oneness. 12 is the number of creation and thus of every person's own divinity. It contains the 12 rays of light which make up the white light of the source of creation. When one consciously connects to this light, their spiritual journey will become a way of life and a crucial part of the ascension of earth. The magic of life and of creation itself is held within every petal and intersection of the lines within the symbol of the flower of life. It is the first symbol of ascension, activating light codes within each chakra that open the person to higher levels of consciousness. The frequency of the codes are dependent upon the person's current level of consciousness, as well as their ability to hold the vibrations in their energy fields without succumbing to the lower energies of 3D Earth. Without mindful intent, raised vibrations can plummet very quickly when a person allows the negativity of other people's realities to permeate their consciousness. Along with the violet flame of transmutation, using the flower of life as a tool of ascension is one of the most powerful things one can do to help bring Earth out of transition and fully into the age of Aquarius. The symbol of the flower of life is now available to every light worker, awakening, and emerging soul who is intentionally sending love and healing to the earth, the human collective consciousness and the golden crystalline grid. All you need to do is to focus your attention on it and intend that it multiplies its form and strengthens its energy wherever there is love and light being projected from people all around the world. The power of this one intention can never be underestimated. Please make it a daily practice. I am Lord Melchizedek.